No, dude, no fucking way.
Renegade Online.
Make it stop. Please make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh. All right. I know, considering the source on this thing, yeah, it's We Got This Covered. Doesn't tend to be the most reliable thing in the history of mankind, although it has been picked up by other outlets. I really don't care. What I look at when I look at a story like this is, what is its actual feasibility, right? What is its plausibility? Regardless of where it's coming from, what is the plausibility of just the story? And given what we know about Star Wars so far under the leadership of Kathleen Kennedy, or the lack thereof, this is entirely plausible, is to take a new female, quote-unquote, Jedi character and turn her into an overpowered space Jesus on video game God mode, whose superpower is basically having no backstory, no character development, no character arc, a complete Mary Sue, and can kick the living shit out of every classic male Star Wars character that we love. So that's where we are. So yes, this is a completely plausible story. So jumping into the article, let's just read through a little bit of this, as much as it makes us all want to throw up, because then I want to get to the other topic that's a little bit more interesting, and that is today the new cast of Obi-Wan was put out. I guess the more full cast. At this stage, nobody's going to be surprised if Brie shows up in a future Star Wars movie or TV series. Actually, I will be. I will be, because as I've said before, I don't see Kathy Kennedy sticking around much after this year, and I don't see the Acolyte becoming a show, because if it's tied to the High Republic, and the High Republic is a major fail, which it is unequivocally, it's borne out by the facts. Anybody can go pull up with an Amazon account to see what the sales of that thing has been. It's been a disaster. How then are you going to convince Disney to dump $200-something million into an 8-part, 10-part, multi-season, I don't know what, big budget Star Wars TV show for Disney Plus? I think that would be incredibly stupid. If you can't sell a comic book, you're not going to sell the movie. Bottom line, not something like this. The actress has hardly been shy when it comes to admitting her lifelong love of the franchise, and she even unsuccessfully auditioned for The Force Awakens before she was an Academy Award winner and star of a billion-dollar comic book blockbuster. Yeah, I know. The Oscars hand out participation trophies too, because we're in the participation trophy generation. The 31-year-old has already been linked with a multitude of projects, including the mystery film in the works from Marvel Studio boss Kevin Feige. I'll believe it when I see it. It seems like she's getting written out with Monica Rambeau. It seems like Brie Larson's days at Marvel are done, or very near being done, which is just fine by me. Captain Marvel as a movie sucked ass. It was terrible and boring. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep during another Marvel movie in my life. When it comes to casting an next major film, Galaxy Far, Far, so far nothing has been confirmed yet. Right, it's not going to be. This is like saying something is in development. Everything in Hollywood is in development. If somebody had a thought sitting on the can, then that movie is in development. That's what that means. Unless there's contracts signed and checks have been handed out, it's crapola. So far, nothing has been confirmed, but a recent rumor claimed that the Captain Marvel star will play a Jedi named Maeve. That one. Yeah, play that one. In a Star Wars series set in a brand new timeline. It's not that brand new. We already know where the High Republic is set. This is part of the Kennedy-verse. That would see her character established as being more powerful than Darth Vader and Rey combined. I had not read that part yet until just now, live. Oh God. Okay. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. Whew. Let me take a breath on that one. So, so not only is she going to be stronger than Vader, than Anakin Skywalker. I mean, the prophecy of the Force to bring balance, the most prophesized as the most powerful Jedi that ever would be. She's not only going to be more powerful than Vader, according to this story, she is going to be more powerful than Vader combined with original Kennedy Space Jesus, Rey Palpatine. so, so she's basically God at this point. You're talking about somebody, Vader, who defeated Palpatine in real Star Wars, okay, and then Rey, who defeated Palpatine with her ex gonna give it to you lightsabers, going at him, and who would at that time basically lifted his finger and 1,000 Star Destroyers rose out of a planet. I mean. So she's going to be stronger than both those people combined. A real Jedi and Kathy Kennedy's fake made up bullshit Jedi Rey. So this is where we're going with Brie Larson. This is the same sense of stupidity that it continues to come out of these people in Hollywood. They can't get their shit together. They have not learned their lesson yet on why fans hate the shit they pump out, and it's because they're just simply not even trying to make good stories anymore. They're just pumping out they're taking these franchises like Star Wars and Marvel and just injecting identity politics into it, saying, well, we have to have a character that fits, fill in the intersectional box. Give them no backstory, give them no meaning, just explore how powerful they are by just simply having them walk onto the screen and kick the shit out of all the male characters and the characters that we've known for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years in some cases, in the cases of some Marvel characters. It's nuts. And they wonder why this doesn't sell. Like, seriously, they cannot figure out why this doesn't sell. They can't understand, well, how is it we're making new Star Wars stuff and the grosses keep going down, nobody's buying High Republic, and I don't know, maybe because you keep taking a dump on Yoda in it. Maybe because your characters suck. Maybe because when people read comic books and want to read fantasy and science fiction, they don't want to see freaks in nature that they can go see at a fucking Antifa rally. No, they actually want to see Jedi. They want to see heroes. They want to see men, women, black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what skin color they are. It doesn't matter what gender they are. It really doesn't matter. What they want to see is quality characters and people with good stories. They want to see characters that we can get behind, that we get emotionally invested in. That is the mark. That is the measure of good writing. And it's gone in Hollywood now, by and large. It's gone. Because the first rules of writing don't seem to be build a good character, give them a good backstory, make them emotionally, empathetic, some people that we can connect to. No. Just check off diversity boxes. And then we'll worry about the rest later. Because all it is now is identity politics. You have to have a this, that, or the other thing, fill in the blanks. Otherwise, can't have the story. And God forbid it's a white male character or something like that. You can have white male characters, but they have to be buffoons or they have to be the villain. Pretty much. Or they have to wind up being saved by women or somebody else, or get their ass kicked by women or somebody else. I got nothing against strong women. Take every person out there that loves Star Wars in the same fashion I did growing up with it. We all adored Cara Dune. We all adored Leia. They were both extremely strong women. Very strong female characters. But apparently that's not enough. Anyway. Oh my God. The plot will reportedly focus, and I love this part. Check this out. Oh my God. The plot will reportedly focus on her tracking down a mysterious MacGuffin. Now that's a MacGuffin, for those of you who don't know what that word means. It's a plot device. It's like a physical plot device. It's just something that advances the plot from point A to point B. Good Star Wars example was the stupid Sith dagger. That was a MacGuffin. in Rise of Palpatine. That was a MacGuffin, okay? That controls the very essence of the Force. While there are naturally bad guys hot on her trail. Yeah, and I'm sure they will be guys, and I'm sure they will be white. That much you can bet on if this show ever sees the light of day. I still don't think it will. If Kennedy is not renewed in September, this show is bupkis. And I again, going back to something I said in an earlier video, one of the conditions of her walking away peacefully and quietly may be that she does still get to do this one show, or a Star Wars show that she gets to complete. And if she had to pick one, I'm sure it's going to be this Leslie Headland shit. So yeah, she may get it in some iteration, but I doubt Disney is going to be dumping tons and tons of money down this thing because it looks like a dumpster fire. What controls the very essence of the Force? This is the thing. The story group is probably coming up with this. I don't believe for a second that people like Dave Filoni are intricately involved in mapping out the goings on of this turd. I mean, this is. We had the father, the son, and the daughter in the Clone Wars and the Rebels era. We had the Wills, where Yoda kind of crossed over and first communed with Qui-Gon, which was kind of something that was mentioned at the end of Revenge of the Sith, episode 3 of the original Lucas saga. We had all that stuff in there. What other MacGuffin? It's going to kind of suck if it's really MacGuffin to control the entire essence of the Force. The Force is something it binds us, it surrounds us, it's everywhere, it's omnipresent. It's God. It's the concept that we have of God. At least if you're a Christian, and I'm sure some other faiths, it's the very same concept. I don't want to speak for others. That I'm not as familiar with, but that's a Judeo-Christian concept of God is everywhere. I mean, that's where Lucas built the concept of the Force from. So I don't know what this MacGuffin could be that controls the very I don't even want to guess. I mean, they've gotten so upside down on this. Of course, we should mention that the story comes from Mike Zero. Oh boy, there's the kicker. Oh, we've just wasted 10 minutes talking about this turd, who has a reputation for doling out very hit or miss information regarding Star Wars to the extent he was openly mocked on social media by Rian Johnson. Yes, he was. But you know what? Like I said, and I'm kind of teasing if Mike Zero's watching. I mean, look, the guy busts his ass. He puts out 27 videos a day. He kind of, to me, it seems like I used to watch his stuff. It kind of figured out he would take every side of a different rumor and then do a video on it. So basically, he could never be wrong. He'd always have something to go back to and say, "See, told you so." But the other 5 things, I'm not a rumor channel. I'm just reading this for what it is. But again, discounting the source of this article, discounting the fact that they got it from Mike Zero. Again, no offense to him necessarily. Just, it is what it is. He's a popular channel, and I respect him for it. But the plausibility of this kind of story, I can believe it. I absolutely can believe it. If Kennedy has her way and still gets to keep doing this, she's absolutely going to have that happen. This is what she wants, and that's been talked about for some time because that's what she did with Rey, and I don't think she got the response she wanted. So now she feels like, let me use another actress that did well in a movie. I guess she thinks so, or I have no idea what her thinking is, but yeah, let's use Brie and make her even more ridiculous, which means in the same era, Yoda has to be a complete turd. Because I'm sure Yoda would, just like Luke, Rey kicked Luke's ass. I guess she would want to have Brie kick Yoda's ass at some point in The Acolyte. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not saying it's a rumor. I'm not saying I know this, but bank on it. If they ever get to make that show, watch Yoda get talked down to, condescended to, and get his ass kicked by somebody like Brie's stupid character that's rumored to be. Again, I don't think this show is going to happen at the end of the day. But we'll find out. We'll know more in October whether Kathy's here or not. And if Kathy's still here, Jon Favreau won't be. Not much longer after that. All right, guys, take care. I'm going to get to the next video. We'll talk a little bit about this new casting for Obi-Wan. That's going to be a short one. I just kind of want to get your thoughts on it. But until then, stay tuned.